안녕하세요. 올러바 BTS 진입니다. 11월 7일 드디어 방탄소년단 진의 첫 솔로 OST Yours!가 공개되었습니다. 그동안 진은 방탄 멤버 중 가장 감성적인 보컬을 보여주는 멤버로 꼽히며 드라마나 영화 OST에 잘 어울릴 것으로 기대가 되어 왔습니다. 진의 OST 참여가 보도된 후 전 세계 아미들과 주요 음악, 연예 매체들 모두 뜨거운 관심을 보이며 실버보이스 진의 OST 발매를 손꼽아 기다려왔습니다. 음원 공개 직후 OST 관련 해시가 각국의 실시간 트렌드를 휩쓸었고 이어주는 전 세계의 각종 음악 차트를 석권하며 진의 OST에 대한 세계적 관심과 진의 보컬리스트로서의 역량을 보여주고 있습니다. 유어즈는 93개국 아이튠즈 탑송 차트 1위의 대기록을 세우고 있으며 2021년 아시아 솔로 아티스트 중에서 가장 많은 아이튠즈 탑송 차트 1위, 솔로 아티스트 중에서는 두 번째로 많은 1위 등의 놀라운 기록을 보여주고 있습니다. 또한 아이튠즈 역사상 가장 빠른 발매 7시간 30분 만에 총 80개국, 발매 31시간 만에 90개국 아이튠즈 탑송 차트 1위를 기록했습니다. 유어즈는 7일 오후 11시 30분경 미국 아이튠즈 탑송 차트 1위에 올랐고 이로써 진은 문과 유어즈 두 개의 솔로곡이 미국 아이튠즈 탑송 차트 1위의 기록을 보유하게 되었습니다. 이외에도 월드와이드 아이튠즈 송 차트 1위, 스포티파이에서 가장 높은 OST 데뷔 기록 등등 새로운 신기록을 수립해 나가고 있습니다. 또 한편으로는 은빛 보이스 진의 아름다운 보컬에 대한 극찬이 쏟아지고 있는데요. 유어스에서 진은 한음 작은 숨소리 하나 그리고 사이의 여백에서까지 진한 감성을 느낄 수 있을 정도로 드라마의 서정성을 극대화시키는 최고의 보컬을 보여주고 있습니다. 겨울 지리산을 연상케 하는 맑고 시린 음색, 진성과 가성을 자유자재로 넘나드는 완벽한 보컬 테크닉, 묵직한 여운을 남겨주는 호소력 짙은 중저음, 드라마의 애절한 감성을 폭발시켜주는 탄탄한 고음 등 진이 갖고 있는 다채로운 보컬색을 보여주며 음악 팬들을 열광시켰습니다. 방탄의 팬이 아닌 일반 음악 팬들까지 진의 보컬을 극찬하며 더 많은 OST 발매를 소원하였고 세계의 많은 유튜버들이 진의 아름다운 보컬에 감동을 표현하였습니다. 특히나 재즈 뮤지션인 한 유튜버는 진의 감정 전달력을 극찬하였습니다. 그는 유어즈가 진의 자작곡처럼 느껴질 정도로 마음에서 우러나온 듯한 진의 뛰어난 연기력과 보컬 실력을 극찬하였습니다.
I love how in that very last sections of the La Da Da's, starts off in his head voice like he has the rest of the time, but in the very last one he drops down to his chest voice. But he still has a very kind of breathy and he's behind the beat a little bit. With pair that with the breathiness that he's singing, so it makes it sound so I think vulnerable and everything. It's that combination is just perfect in that moment. And it doesn't look like Jin like wrote or composed this one or anything, but he did an excellent job taking what was written for him, and it really sounds like the song actually would have been written by him because he's doing such an incredible job of acting as his way through it. And the emotions are so real in his singing that it really feels like he wrote the song himself. I actually had to check right now to see who wrote it, to see if it was him, because it just feels so genuine. It doesn't just feel like a manufactured pop song or something. This feels like something you'd write from your heart. And I think it's just a testament to how good he is as an actor and as a vocalist, and just, you know, that combination is just amazing.
I gotta stop. Wow. It's like, I don't know. It feels just like on a whole, like I literally, I don't know if you guys can see him because my thing, like, oh my God, I have goosebumps all over right now. His voice, I mean, he's always been like main vocals, right? His voice has always been amazing and it's always been pretty high, but I feel like he's really been working on that high range. And oh, is it so light and airy and not forced, and just when it's like that, all it makes you do is just feel something. it just makes you feel it. And it goes so well with the way that the keys are, with the way that the strings are, with that slight reverb in there that's also then in his voice. Oh, it just blends so well. All right, I want to go back to this build here. God. Did you hear those light harmonies back there? Hold on. The harmonies are so good with this. Just with how light and flat his voice is, and then the reverb, and then the harmonies come out under and over. It just, oh my God. Oh man. That build there. Man. Isn't wow. I find it I find it extremely amazing how music can transcend language. And I guess what I mean by that is it can transcend like verbal language in terms of like English versus Korean versus Japanese versus Spanish, because music of itself is a language, but like you can feel so much emotion through that, and then you mix that with what's going on here on screen. God, so powerful. A song is beautiful, and he did such an amazing job on it. From a music standpoint, the choice that they picked on some of the chorus effects and the reverbs and the mixing and the builds in there to bring it to some of those moments were just magical. And his harmonies were so beautiful in there to help with the build, like dropping from like some major chords, like some minors in there, and just it was, the song itself was absolutely amazing. And I think that he was on a very different level on this song than what I feel like I've heard from in the past. And I'm sure that there's stuff out there that I haven't heard yet, but from what I have heard from him so far,
Familia, I'm so sorry to pause, but his vocals just sound so beautiful. I feel like Jin is hitting some new ranges for us and blessing us in new tones right now. Wow, Jin's vocals! I love this part. Jin! Oh my gosh, just when I think the song couldn't get better, he's like changing up the beat, he's sub-vocalizing himself. It just sounds so beautiful, Familia. Jin's control is insane on this song. What word would you describe his vocals in this song? To me, it's like controlled, angelic, like composure, emotion, passion. Familia. Wow, I congratulate him because that is such a beautiful song. That's our WWH right there. Familia, worldwide handsome, worldwide vocals. Familia, the vocals he was hitting at the end, it sounded like he was letting such little air or voice out, but it was like so controlled. Now I want to understand what he's saying. His voice already sounds so beautiful, but on top of that, I'm sure there's some beautiful...
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! His voice sounds absolutely beautiful. He started it off with some whisper tones. This is already so emotional. I love how when it switches to the chorus, he starts it off with a bit of English, but the fact that this is mostly in Korean, it just hits different. Oh my goodness, guys, I am living for his voice. Holy moly. his voice, he's literally singing in the highest tones, but so softly as well. There is no like belting here. It's just soft and emotional singing. When you guys are saying that you relate to the lyrics in so many ways, I understand that too, like from past experiences. This is genuinely touching my heartstrings. Ginny Jin, how do you make la da 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 so beautiful?
Every day you seem too far away.
Oh my gosh, Ginny, his voice is incredible. I cannot deal with this. Even the way that he was singing the la da da's literally sounded so emotional. Holy moly, guys, his voice was so angelic. I loved all the whisper tones that he was using throughout it, and the way that he was like half belting. So we all know Jin has the most incredible belting voice, but he was like singing these like louder notes, but at the same time in a softer tone, which was just beautiful. So emotional. I really would love if Ginny actually sang this live, because I just know, even though the recording is incredible, like it will be even better live. We all know Ginny and his live vocals.
I'm just like instantly when Jin came in with those really breathy vocals, it just sends shivers down my spine. It really does. It just, my whole body just kind of shivers. There's something so beautiful. Like Jin does that vocal technique so beautifully, where obviously I'm not a vocal coach, so I don't know what it's called, but like where he just uses kind of the breathy part of his voice, and it's very gentle. It's not full on. It's like he's singing from the back of his throat or something. It's like he's using half of his voice, but that's enough. Like half of Jin's voice is enough. Wow, dude. Okay, we're only a couple lines in. I need to stop getting so ahead of myself. Beautiful instrumental as well. He sounds ridiculously good, dude. He sounds so good. He's singing so high. His tone is so high, but it's like, and then he keeps dropping it down to this really breathy kind of voice. Oh my god, dude, the contrast. Dude, it gives me shivers. It gives me fully blown shivers. Guys, what? Like, this just breaks me. Like, what? We just got both of Jin. Like, we got high-pitched Jin. We got breathy Jin. And then we got the Jin that just opens up his voice and just has that really just Jin tone to it. Like, we got every little bit of Jin in that song. Every part of his vocal that makes it so brilliant was in there. And I loved it, dude. That was insane. I was not expecting. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my god, Jin released an OST. But I kind of in the back of my mind, like, I knew it was going to be beautiful, obviously. I knew it was going to be amazing. But I didn't expect it to be, like, the best that Jin could do. For some reason, like, I expected it, you know, it's an OST. I thought, you know, he's going to be saving his best for the album or something. But he literally went full out. Like, that is one of my favorite, like, Jin solo songs. One of my favorite. I don't think it's my favorite because there's a, you know, there's a few good ones out there. But it's definitely up there because he went all out. Like, he was like, right, I'm going for it now.
He has like the silkiest voice ever. Jin's solo songs are literally just therapy. His falsetto, I love it so much.
믿을 수 없을 정도로 완벽하고 아름다운 보컬을 보여준 진에 대한 찬사가 끊이질 않고 있는데요. 앞으로도 더 많은 OST와 음악으로 진의 은빛 보이스를 만날 수 있기를 바라봅니다. 감사합니다.